I've had my first pranic experience when I was around 25 years old, 14 years old, sorry, and then became vegetarian at 17. Thank you for being with us and sticking with us through this, turmoil of internet connection. So at 17, I became a vegetarian just because I've seen some dead chicken and it didn't seem right to me to eat such things. You are not supposed, we are not supposed on this planet to eat death in order to achieve life. So only life can bring life. I hope this is logical for all of us. So because of that, over the years, I've become vegetarian and then vegan. And then I've started having um, experiences with juice detox to see how it works for my body. So around 27, 28 years old, when I was in a retreat in Thailand, I had this experience of being just on juices or water for 10 or 11 days. I was doing this retreat with Jasmine in Thailand, which is called Dark Room Retreat, which is actually a very ancient practice of the Indian yogis, which are doing it for quite often. And as I came out of that experience of being for 10 days with no food and sometimes no water, I learned that this is actually possible and that we not only can survive without taking solid food, but it sometimes feel much, much better. Not only I had a full detox through my body, but my mind and my emotions were very, very peaceful. So after I came back home from that retreat, I had 40 days without the need or the ability to take solid food. I didn't feel to take any solid food at all the way through the 30 or 40 days when I was back home. And I didn't need in certain days to take water because in my being, there was some substance that was flowing through the rooftop of my mouth. I believe the ancient yogis call that amrita. We call it also prana, that was fueling my system. So my system was constantly energized by this flow of energy, right? That was coming down through my crown chakra, through my pineal and pituitary glands, which are in the center of our head, and then through the rooftop of my mouth, through the top of my tongue. And usually during the day, when I'm not speaking, I'm constantly holding the tip of my tongue on the rooftop of my mouth. That's something that we in pranic nourishment very often do because it allows us to have this constant pranic flow through our bodies. And there's actually a circuitry of energy that goes out up at the spine through the Sushumna Nadi and then down through the front channel of our bodies that is ensuring this pranic circuitry to flow. And we're constantly having that if we keep our tongue on the rooftop of our mouth. So as I had this 40-day experience with no need of taking physical food, I've noticed that I was feeling much lighter, much more balanced, much more integrated, connected to everything. I was feeling everything, all that was happening around me, the thoughts of people, the streams of energy at the planetary and cosmic level. You can actually feel when somebody is reading your Facebook post without having to scroll all day. That would be one of the benefits. You can feel the feelings of other people. You can understand better why they are acting in the way they're acting, which is very good for relationships. And you feel much more connected with everything, with nature, like Chandu was saying, but also with the people around you and with the cosmic rhythms, so that actually you can feel time and harmony and the rhythm of things without checking your watch constantly. You can feel when is the right time to do something or say something. You can experience the universal harmony as it is described in Indian scriptures and the Vedas and the ancient texts that all masters are talking about. And that is the pranic state. And it goes way beyond not eating. It's actually a state of unity, a state of feeling connected to the whole and feeling in harmony to everything that is around us. So that is what I'm experiencing ever since 2013, since I've had this dark room retreat. I'm continuing to do this type of retreats quite often, and I'm continuing to do pranic detox, as I call it. So I go back on liquids and juices as often as necessary and taking very, very little physical food. So for example, during the Pranic Festival in India, in March 3rd to 8th, the people there have noticed I was having water during the day, and in nighttime, you know, after 6 or 7, I would order a pineapple juice, around 500 milliliters to 1 liter of pineapple juice, that I would have during the afternoon and night, so that it grounds me and helps me to sleep. Because what happens is that when you're not taking physical food for a long time, you have a huge amount of energy that is very, very different than the energy that you take from food, and that doesn't let you sleep much. So you are actually constantly in an awakened state, not only in your consciousness, but also in your body. So because I sometimes like to totally zone out and sleep, I take in the evening some juice or soup or even some solid food like pistachio or nuts or almonds or something like this that is quite light. And when I'm in public gatherings that don't have to do with pranic nourishment, you know, scientific gatherings, or as now I've been in a retreat in the south of France in a very busy area, sometimes I take a little more solid food like a soup during the day, or a little salad, or half a sandwich or something like that, but it has to be vegan. So animal products don't do so well to my physical body. It just clutters my system and it makes me feel a lot of burden, you know, in my internal organs. That is why now I avoid it and generally uh, only take plant-based nourishment when I choose to eat. So this is a possibility, right? And I'm experiencing it, and many of my friends are also on this type of nourishment. That's why I'm creating the pranic festivals all over the world, to talk to people and demonstrate, show that it's actually, we have another possibility of nourishing ourselves. We have a constant flow of energy nourishing ourselves. We can be um, permanently nourished by this source. The only thing is, and I'm insisting on this, is that we have to do some type of energy practice daily to maintain this state. So I deeply believe that this state is not possible and it's not recommendable without having an energy practice like meditation, connecting to the universal energy, uh, the practice of taking silence from time to time, the practice of yoga or working with your body, treating your body like a temple, the practice of being out in nature regularly, the practice of doing selfless service regularly, the practice of you know, helping others just because you can and bringing your gift to the world like we're doing now, freely or in an energy exchange or whatever is best for all, but just to bring out your gift to the world. That these are all practices that have been described in the yogic tradition, and that is helping us all keep our vibration high. So it's very important that we keep a high vibration to be able to be nourished in this way. Otherwise, if we keep doing the regular things all day long, like watching TV, scrolling on social media, arguing with our partners and family or co-workers, and nagging about the global situation, that is usually keeping people in a very low mind state, you know, agitated mind state, and it's not allowing the energy to flow harmoniously in the body, and it's not allowing us to be fully nourished by prana. So This is a warning, you know, if you're not having a daily regular energy practice, and if you're not yet on a deep spiritual path, don't try to just stop eating and, you know, with the hopes that that's going to be pranic nourishment, because you're going to have issues and you're going to deplete your body. So we highly request you that you deepen your practice, your daily breath work, your daily meditation, your asanas, yoga, and so on, so that you align more and more with this pranic state. Otherwise, you could be seriously damaging your body if you just stop taking physical food without any energy practice. So that has to be, you know, the warning that is necessary in this gathering. And I hope everyone understands this at a deep level. During my journeys, I've always also encountered not only adults that have had this state, but especially also children that are in this state, because children are so light in their vibration. They are so high frequency beings and such great masters that usually they maintain this pranic state way better than adults, especially because they don't worry so much about the things that we adults tend to worry. So my message is that if you have children that tend to not want to eat a lot, right? Or if you have children that tend to naturally go vegan or go on fruits, don't try to force them to take physical food or especially meat-based products, because you're actually damaging their bodies and their state of vibration, their energy, right? Don't try to force them to do what you have been taught to do, you know, eat 3 meals a day and 3 snacks in between, because they are coming from very high energy systems, extraplanetary systems. They are here to teach us more about our own mastery and how to stay in a state of love. And if you try to insist that they do what we do, it's going to be very difficult for them to be harmonious on this planet, and they might get sick and they might, you know, have serious problems, because their system, their energy system and their nutritional system, especially with the new children now, probably you've heard about the indigo children and the crystal children and the rainbow children, their energy system is way different than ours. So they are basically functioning energetically in a different way, and they shouldn't be forced to be doing what you do, you know. Just let them be. Make sure you do, you know, regular checkup on them to make sure that they have the right nutrients. But other than that, let them be free to choose their nourishment, because they're a little different than how you are in terms of how they are connected and wired energetically. So that's for the parents, you know, who have children and who are tempted to force them into following a normal diet. That usually doesn't work. You know, the children nowadays are really, really different, and they have really, really special needs comparing to what we need. And it's good that we respect that, and that we respect their mastery and their choices, because they might teach us something if we choose to, you know, be harmonious with them and respect their choices. They are quite high energy masters, even if you see them being in those little bodies and apparently not knowing anything about being a human. They're actually high energy masters, and that should be respected. So that's pretty much the essentials, you know, of what I've felt to share so far. And I would love, if you have any questions, you know, feel free to post the questions in the chat box that I'm following. And, you know, maybe somebody can actually somehow orchestrate and ask me questions. That would be great to have this session interactive and to have, you know, your questions answered, because actually I'm here for you. And towards the end of this session, we're also going to have a global meditation. It's the beginning of the global harmony meditation that we're having today, because today it's a very special day. It's called, in the Mayan tradition, it's called the day beyond time. You know, the Mayans have been the civilization that have built the pyramids in Egypt and some other important pyramids all across the globe. And they're having this great experience as a civilization. They're having a great experience in how to build energy devices on this planet in order to harness free energy. Like, for example, the pyramids, right? So the Mayans have created this calendar in which they have stated that this day, the July 25th that we are in today, is actually a day of hiatus, a day of pause in the cosmic rhythms to some level, or a day of great potential also, because in this day we can co-create, we can create together a great reality. You know, whatever we feel to experience and experiment with from now on can be created today with our joint intention and our joint participation. So if we unite our intentions and focus them into a certain direction, like, for example, experiencing global health, global peace, global harmony, we could actually change the course of time, the history of humanity, just by joining together and setting this intention. Also, it's beautiful to know that we have amazing cosmic beings usually supervising these gatherings. And Pyramid Valley, it's a great cosmoport, like I call it, because many ships are hovering beyond it all the time. Every time I'm there, I'm connecting to my cosmic friends, and I'm surprised, pleasantly surprised, to enjoy so much cosmic communication. So if we join our intention to be helped, actually, by our cosmic friends, by our light being friends, and whatever deities you believe in, you know, I believe in this universal force called Prana, Mana, God, or universal energy. If we join our intention, we can actually get help as well. But, you know, back to the topic of today, which is diet, prana, and mental health. The lighter you eat, the more you detox your body, the more you are in harmony with your body and what it needs, the more you listen to it, the more you drop the junk in your life, starting with the junk food, continuing with the junk substances, whatever they are that some of you might be using, you know, like alcohol, cigarettes, and, you know, plant-based medicine, smoke stuff. The more you then let go of your emotional junk, the tendencies of pleasing others or controlling others, or, you know, playing games of such, the more you are free, and the more your mind is in a peaceful state, the more you can control and direct your thoughts in the direction of the reality that you want to experience. For the new ones joining on Facebook or Instagram or wherever you're watching, Zoom, wherever you're watching, just know that this is a gathering with Pyramid Valley International that we're streaming globally. And this is the day beyond time in the Mayan calendar that we are doing a talk on pranic nourishment, diet, and mental health, and we're doing a global meditation together. So this is what you have joined. We're gonna be together for another hour, I believe, and we're gonna have focus exercise at the end, when we focus on the new reality that we want to experience from now on. For example, like global peace and health. That's what I'm aiming for. I actually believe that with joint intention, we can switch the history of humanity into something greater, into something more beautiful. And I actually believe that with joint intention, we can actually experience more global health. But that also depends a lot on our daily choices, because our daily choices are the ones that are creating our general vibration personally and globally. And the more you choose, you know, dietary choices and a lifestyle that supports a high vibration, that supports a good mood and a good general state, the more you can align to this energy that is actually supporting us all and nourishing our bodies. I was starting to address, before the connection got interrupted, I was starting to address the Indian tradition of the Ayurvedic nutrition, where you are referring to 3 gunas, or 3 states that are not only in the food, but also in the mind state, in the energy state, that are the sattva, rajas, and tamas. And the food that we are choosing in our day-to-day life is actually generating these 3 states. I'm going to explain what they mean for the ones who are not familiar with the Hindu tradition of the gunas. So the sattva is the most harmonious state, is the state of the peace of mind, peace of soul, peace of emotions. And it reflects in your actions as your actions being balanced, being in harmony with all, you know, the right speech at the right time, the right action at the right time, the right rhythm at the right time. That would be sattva in my perception. And in food intake, it refers to the lighter foods, the foods that are most harmonious and balanced for our bodies, like fruits, cereals, seeds, grains that are not overcooked. So lighter food and raw food that is of a mild taste, not strong taste, you know, like the sweet taste and milder taste of the grains like rice or oatmeal and stuff, that is not agitating your system or your mind, because the role of agitating that goes to the next guna, you know, which has to do with foods that are more spicy, that are more strong in taste, you know, like the spicy foods that you use all the time. Those generate the rajas guna, or the guna of agitation, action, taking action, going into a certain direction. The mind is also tends to not be so still. To some degree, rajas is good in our life because it puts, you know, generates movement, it generates creation, but you can also create from a balanced state, because when over dosed, you know, the rajas can be excess of agitation, excess of thinking, excess of action, which eventually, you know, cancels the peace of mind, so you're no longer able to be in balance. The more you choose spicy overcooked food, the more you're going to go deeper into that state, and you're not going to be able to have peace in your life. So ease up on the spices and go more into lighter foods. That's going to balance your general tendencies. And the last but not least is the gunas of tamas, which is basically the general state of humanity. Majority of humanity is in a tamasic or rajasic state, because tamas is the state of how to say, lethargy, and not wanting to act upon your evolution, not wanting to evolve, not wanting to go forward, move higher into your evolution, not wanting to take action for the things that would improve your life. The attempts of evolving always result in falling back into the old habits, and the foods are the traditional meat-based diet with a lot of overcooked, over-fried, over-spiced foods that generate a lot of lethargy, laziness, agitation in the mind, incapacity to meditate. So meditation and your meditative rhythms have a lot to do with what you take through your mouth, you know, and or what you put into your body, because there are certain foods that are actually detracting from your meditation rhythm. If you want to be a good meditator, try to go lighter on your food or even fast for a while. That would help you still and tame your mind and your body. So also with tamasic foods, like I would say animal-based products, a lot of heavy meat meals and so on, also the sexual energy changes, your tendencies change, you cannot go beyond your animal instincts, and your relationships are usually affected by that as well. So if you want to have a good marriage or a good relationship or a good meditation rhythm, or you're not disturbed by your physical needs so much, you maybe consider going into a vegetarian, vegan diet, or even fasting and pranic nourishment for a while or forever, however your body feels. That's what I can say about, how our food is actually influencing our mental state, our mental health, and our general energy tendencies. Let me know if you are familiar with the gunas and if you resonate with this, or it's something completely woo to you. I trust that those from the Hindu tradition are totally understanding this, especially if you're meditators, but there could be some new ones on screen that are, surprised by what I've just said. So yeah, this is how you can actually lighten up your life, by lightening up your diet, and the other way around. The more you detox your mind and your emotions with meditation and with self-observation, the more you're able to maintain a healthy diet and the lighter diet, because a lot of our food intake comes from our emotional habits, emotional cravings, or the things that we have habitually taught to eat in our families or in our society. So for example, in the Hindu society, you are used to use a lot of spicy foods, heavily cooked foods, and that's not always really helping your energy. It tends to lead towards a rajas, tamas state, lots of agitation, lots of lethargy, and not really able to move forward in your evolution. Whereas if you go more on a plant-based diet, less cooked foods, more salads, more smoothies, more juices, which is actually less expensive also, you will notice that the more you go on raw foods and salads and juices, the more your economic situation will increase, because you're not making use of so many ingredients in your kitchen. The more you do that, the more your body is lighter, the more you can circulate through the rhythms of your life and evolve. Whenever I want to move forward through a situation in my life, I change from having juices during the day and a little solid food that evening. I change into water completely during the day, and just one juice or no juice in the evening. And in 1 or 2 days, the situation completely shifts in my life. For example, I was wanting to have a retreat for myself a few weeks ago, and I kept wanting to travel out of the country and do something for myself to completely disengage from my daily rhythms. But for some reason that was not coming together. Then I kept going into the next event and the next event and the next event, and the global situation with the customs and traveling was also worrying me. So I wasn't finding, that oomph, that drive to take my bags and go, right? And just go in my own retreat. But what I did, I followed my guidance to have a few days of water fasting. So the first day I did all water. The second day I did water and the juice in the evening. The third day I did some water and some juice. The next day I was off the country. Like that. Because the more you lighten up, the more the things that tie you into the situation that you are, you know, what you call in your Hindu tradition, the karmic bonds, they get tangled, you know, disentangled. You can disentangle from your the apparent things that are impossible. You know, when I hear the word impossible and people are saying, oh, this is not possible, we cannot do this, you know, this cannot change, blah, 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 all this stuff, you know, I just say, try water fasting just for a while and see how this can easily shift into your life. Whatever you think is not possible, whatever you think you're stuck on, whatever you think it's hard to do or impossible to do and blah, 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 just try some juices for a few days, try some water for a few days and see how your life move forward. And of course, those of you who are yogis, if you top it up with some yogic practice, that's going to be, you know, up leveling you to a so much higher new level. So that's what I could recommend. Whatever you're stuck into and feel you cannot disengage from, integrate this with some water diet. I don't even call it water fasting because it's not really a fasting. You know, you're nourished by your own body resources, you know, those fatty deposits that you might have, or even deposits of energy that you're not really using. And then, you know, the ketosis come in and so many other, you know, levels of nourishment that you can have, and eventually you can actually tap into pranic nourishment and being nourished by the energy that is fueling your cells day by day, you know, which is called ATP. So try that and see how it moves you, and please write to me. I would love to hear your feedback to that. So I'm going to write my email in the chat box here, or for the ones who don't see the chat box, if you're on other channels, just write to me or on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you are, and tell me after you did 3 days of water or juices, what happened in your life. Or if you did 8 days of juices, what happened in your life? How did your life change? For example, what I do starting tomorrow, and I'm doing it since 2013 actually, I'm having a program online, a training where we put people on a very, very light diet. For example, water, juices, and just some snack, you know, if they really, really need it, some raw food or nuts, and we keep them for 8 days in a very high state with daily meditations, with daily satsangs or talks on the subject of how you can up level your energy and raise your frequency. So for 8 days from July 27, we do this every day, a meeting in the evening for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and we meditate together and we take you know, energy dinner or breakfast, where depending on where you're watching, together, and we disentangle the emotional and the mental programs that keep people stuck in a certain paradigm. And after 8 days, they are completely renewed. You know, they have had healings from the virus that is circulating now on the planet. They have had huge changes in their lives, like Chandu was declaring earlier. They have had great shifts at the mental, emotional level, at their career level, at their financial situation level, because you see, when you're blocked at the emotional or energy level, your finances don't flow quite so well. So taking some time to detox yourself and to connect to your higher self actually helps with your business as well. Why not? You know, it's all connected. It also helps with your relationships and family business. It also helps with your kids and how you share harmony with everyone. So this is a program called the Pranic Consciousness Process. It's online for 8 days. Everyone can access it. It's on my website, soulhealingacademy.com/events. I'm going to publish it also in your chat box. And you can join me if you feel called to, because that's a great shift that many, many people have had experiencing, and some people have gone through this process with me for 4 or 5 times consecutively, just because it's so great to be 8 days on just very light diet and deep meditation. And you know, it doesn't keep you from doing your daily tasks because it's mostly in the evening, so you can complete your day with a great encounter to some light being masters and me. So that's what we're doing to help people and teach people how to move into a lighter state, into a deeper pranic state. If you have any questions so far, please ask. I'm just seeing one question in the chat box that I'm going to address right now, and I'm going to place my website there as promised. So soulhealingacademy.com/events. At that section, you also find the Pranic Festival in India, which is going on in Pyramid Valley, again in March 3rd to 8th, 2021. I'm not wondering what's going to happen with the global situation, because I certainly know that by then we're going to snap out of it, because we're intelligent, high connected people that can actually switch from this crisis situation that is going on now. So by then we're going to be all up and running, and we're going to have our Pranic Festival in Pyramid Valley. So check it out and join us. Okay, questions. I've seen somebody.
Christina, can we have meditation after the question answer?
Yes, exactly. That's where I'm going. I'm addressing the question. If there's any other question, we're going to address that also. And I believe we have 30 more minutes or so.
Yes,
30 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go into meditation just soon. Somebody here in the comments is asking, my kids crave for chips and fries a lot. I limit a lot. Vani is saying that, and I'm totally understanding. You know, I want to tell you that in Pyramid Valley, we had a kid streaming online. His name is Daniel. Maybe some of you have seen him. He has been on Prana since the age, basically all his life. He, from the beginning, has told his parents that he doesn't need physical food. He has been joining us in all Pranic Festival, holding online conferences. You can find him on my YouTube. If you type Meeting a Pranic Child, you're going to find his conferences. And this child has been on Prana since he was very, very little. So he has taken breast milk at the beginning, then a little bit of child food, you know, these smashed vegetables and whatever you give to children, you know, when they're really, really little. And as soon as he could speak, he has told his parents that were desperate because his child wasn't eating. He has told his parents, you know what? I don't really need physical food. Please don't stuff me with that. He was very honest. And his parents were terrified because they thought he was ill. So they took him to all doctors and all checkups and all, you know, possible checkup that you could do to a child to see if he's healthy. The child was healthy, the nutrients were fine, but the only thing that he was having very rarely was chips or M&Ms just to share with his friends at school. The rest of the time, he wasn't approving to take any physical food. And when his parents were trying to feed him, all he would ask were protein milkshake or smoothies. That's all he wanted to take. That's the best thing that I'm okay with, actually, and I totally understand him. But sometimes when he chose to take solid food, what he really enjoyed was to take chips and M&Ms to share with his friends. He wasn't eating a lot of it, just half a bag of chips or whatever, but he wanted to share that with friends because that's what kids at school would eat, and he wanted to have a bond with his friends. So many times children are educated into having snacks for fun. For them, it's not really nutrients, it's not really about wanting to complete, you know, some magnesium or calcium or protein or carbohydrate. balance in their bodies. They just want to share the food that other kids are sharing. Also because through TV commercials and cartoons and movies and all that media stuff, they're actually educated to eat that in particular. So that's why your child might be craving that. It's to some level, you know, it's the kids' food that all the kids are having. And at the society level, if you look in all the menus that are made for kids, chips are in that, which is not normal from my perspective, because it's fried food and it's burning their systems. But at the general collective programming, the chips in the French fries are considered to be kids' food, and the kids are just eating that because of the education that they are given. Even if it's not from your family, because you're trying to restrict, as you've said, it's a general tendency to feed the kids with that. And I'm highly recommending to try to do, you know, oven baked potatoes, oven baked cheats, you know, to try to replace that for a while, for your kid to still have the pleasure of eating it, but without the toxins and the overburden of fried food. So that's what you could do. So let's now see if everybody is ready for meditation, because I feel we're coming closer to the closure of this program, and I want to make sure that we give you the dinner that we promised you. So I believe in India now it's quite late, right? It's coming close to the dinner time. So let's have some pranic dinner together. And if you want, you can check out my Facebook page, and later on during the evening, in around the 10:30 p.m. your time, we're going to have the global harmony meditation the second time with all my group, and you can have the second dinner if you want, a late night dinner, but with prana. So let's make yourselves comfortable, everybody, and try to start following your breath. Put your body in the most comfortable position that you can have.
Just a moment, Christian.
Yes.
Just a moment. So dear friends, now we are all going into meditation. So surely your questions can be answered. So kindly just we'll step into meditation, and after the meditation, so there are a few questions. So she's going to be here with us and she'll answer for that. Kindly please hold on. After the meditation, we can again have the session.
Okay, yes, so my Facebook is Cristiana Eltrayan. My other page, one of the pages, is Pranic Festival in India, where you can see the details about the Pyramid Valley Festival. And I have several other pages like Soul Healing Academy and so on, but just check these two and you're going to have all the information. So start following your breath, start putting your bodies in the most comfortable position that you can have. Start relaxing, you know, relaxing to the state. You're having dinner with us now in a different way, in a lighter way, and we're inviting you to tune into that. So with your breath, imagine that you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth. Okay, you're in a light column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, and you're breathing light from this column of light. This light column is surrounding you, protecting you, and bringing you the best energy for you now. For each one of you, the best energy is flowing in this column of light. So each one is surrounding in a light column with the best, most beneficial energy for you now. And you're starting to breathe the light, the energy, and the flow from this column of light. You're seeing or feeling or imagining all the cells in your body completely opening to receive this light. And you're starting to breathe through all the pores of your skin. The light and the energy from the column of light around you. And in this moment, your whole being is being opened so that you are receiving this pranic nourishment, this pranic recalibration. So whatever would keep you from receiving that, we ask that is unlocked now, so that you fully have this experience of pranic nourishment now. Breathing deeper, you sense or feel this light flowing in your body. With every breath, the soles of your feet are relaxing. The calves, the knees, the thighs are completely relaxed. The hips are also relaxing. Your lower back, upper back, chest, arms are completely relaxed, surrounded in this light. You're relaxing your chest, your arms. You're fully relaxing your body. Your shoulder blades are fully relaxed now. Feel this flow of energy from your column of light all the way around you. How it's actually flowing freely around you. Feel the jaws relaxing, your entire face, your eye bulbs completely surrounded in this light. You feel it flowing around you fully. You even feel this flow of energy in your teeth and tongue, so that your whole mouth actually fills with this prana energy. You can actually even chew it. And you're actually relaxing your forehead and all the way to the top of your head. And as your head is fully relaxing, you feel that you have a connection cable from the center of the universe that comes all the way down into your body now. And through this connection cable, you are connected to the heart of the central sun. Way past your galactic sun, all the way to the heart of the central sun. Feeling this feeling of how it feels to feel connected to the heart of the central sun that comes and that sends energy right down into your heart through your connection cable. Feel this connection cable coming down through the top of your head into your pituitary and pineal glands, which are in the center of your head. Then into your neck, into your thyroid gland in the center of your neck, corresponding to the Vishuddha chakra. Then coming down into the heart chakra in the center of your chest. And feel your heart chakra opening now more and more. Your heart chakra is actually your transceiver. It transforms the energy of the cosmos, of the central sun, into energy that is beneficial for your being as nourishment. It transforms the energy of the central sun into nourishment for your physical body. The more you connect through this connection cable, allowing it to flow into your heart, the more you feel your heart chakra expanding now. And it expands more and more. With every inhale, you inhale more of this light, this chi, this prana into your heart. With every exhale, you let this light flow into your heart, and from your heart, it flows into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, and then out into the universe. Another deep breath in. Keep your focus in your heart and see it expanding. Visualize, sense, or feel the chakra of your heart lightening up like a light bulb in the center of your chest. And then from your exhale, it goes into the cells, into the organs, into all your physical systems, into the auric field, and out into the universe. Deeper breath in. Feel this energy flowing also towards your lower chakras. From your heart, it goes right down into the perineum, into the lower chakras. And feel your lower chakras opening to receive this energy, knowing that it's good to embody your light, to be full light into this body. Deep breath in again. See it as it flows towards your feet. And from your perineum, it anchors into the center of the earth, but also flows through the feet towards the center of the earth. Feel it flowing through each foot, then through the soles of the feet. And feel the soles of the feet opening, building roots toward the center of the earth. Like a big tree, you now have roots deeply rooted into the ground that are connected to the heart of Gaia, the center of the earth. Deep breath in, check your roots, see if both of your feet are having good roots. See if both of your feet are having healthy roots. See if both the roots of your feet are looking strong now. And check whatever the roots are that are not healthy, and send energy from your heart into those roots so that they are healthier, so that they can connect better to the earth energy and the heart of Gaia. And then see this cool place in the center of the planet, in the heart of Gaia. And check and feel how you feel to be connected to the heart of Gaia. How does it feel for you? Feel the kindness, the compassion, the ever supporting love, mother love that the heart of Gaia has for us. Feel the motherly love, the deep understanding that Gaia has for us and for our actions, and feel how it feels to be connected to all that and supported by all that. Feel the heart of Gaia opening up more and more and sending her love right back to you. Bouncing back up through your feet, through your roots, through your feet, up into the soles of your feet. Up into the ankles, the calves, the knees, the thighs, up into your hips, up into the lower back, and through the spine. It goes up, this energy from the center of the earth, all the way up into your heart chakra. So that your spinal channel becomes this transmission cord for the energy that flows up into your body. It cleans the spinal cord, the spinal channel, the Sushumna Nadi, and it fills your body with the earth energy, the earth elements, the earth connection fully. Bring it back up, all the way up to the top of your head. With your breath, you choose to draw it up to the top of your head, allowing it to flow into your body fully. Feel your body opening up, connecting to the earth, enjoying this energy. Fully embraced in this mother love, compassionate, kind, yin feminine flow. And as your body is full, it flows up to the top of your head, forming a big toroidal system, spherical system around your body that actually surrounds your whole energy field in a bioshield that keeps out all the radiations, negativity, Wi-Fi, thought forms, emotions, anything that doesn't serve you or is not beneficial for you. Deeper breath in, reinforce this force field around you. Notice it like a light cocoon around you, like a prana shield around you that supports your life and your harmony. And know that you're in this both vehicles of light, the pranic column from the center of the universe to the center of the earth, and the pranic bioshield, the biosphere, with the energy from the heart of Gaia, from the heart of Mother Earth. You're surrounded in both of these energies that are the yang cosmic energy and the yin feminine energy blending into your energy system. And as you focus back into your heart, you feel in your heart they've blended in the perfect masculine feminine dance in the center of your heart, the perfect Shiv Shakti harmony that now emanates out from your heart with every exhale. So that every time you exhale, you're constantly connected to the cosmic energy from the heart of the central sun and the feminine energy from the heart of Gaia, blending into the sun of your heart. So that the three suns align and you radiate out their energy from the center of your heart into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field, and out into the universe. Perfect transmission station for these gorgeous energies of light. That's what you've become. And having this constant flow, please set your intention of what you would love to experience here on Earth now and from now on. Can you envision the brightest future for ourselves and others? Can you envision, visualize, or think of how paradise on earth would look like? Can you envision, visualize, sense, or feel how you could actually send this love to all plants, animals, in all kingdoms of light, and here on earth, to all species, including humans, and how beautiful it would be to always be connected to all in this way? Can you envision rays of light, rays of love, constantly flowing from your heart, connecting to the hearts of all those present in this gathering? Connecting to the hearts of all those around you and all those who ever have been connected to you, so that you send love to all of them. Sending rays of unfinishing benevolence, infinite benevolence, from your heart and harmony to all those who ever have been connecting to you or will connect to you across time, space, and dimension, so that you are heart to heart, connecting to all humanity and beyond. Sending rays of this love and harmony to all the light beings that are supporting you and will ever support you, and all the ascended masters and all the sages and meditators that you've ever been connected to, that are the beings of light. And we ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be connected energetically and telepathically with us now. Sending all these rays of light to all the beings on the planet and beyond, all the light beings, receiving help from them, receiving this love from them, giving thanks for all the help that we've ever received. Sending love to all the trees, the flowers, the waters, the air, the ether, the fire and suns that we can connect with. All the elements on this planet, all the animated and unanimated life. Centering back into our hearts, we are now connected with all and coming back into our bodies. And we are fully present in our bodies, from our toes to the soles of the feet, the ankles, calves, knees, thighs. You are present in your bodies, in your hips, lower back, upper back, chest, arms. You're fully present in your body, in your shoulder, neck, shoulder blades, face, jaws, forehead, top of your head. You're fully present in your body, back into your body like a hand within a glove after you've expanded. You're back fully into your body, fully grounded, fully connected to the center of the earth, the heart of the central sun. You're fully connected to everything but present in your body. Check your auric field around you. Make sure it's within this bioshield that you've just built, and know that now you are protected from all Wi-Fi, radiation, thought forms, emotions, and you're fully centered and you're back in. And as we're back in, I'm looking forward to be back in with a video so that I can say my goodbyes to you. And if there's any final question or thing that you want to add, I would love to hear what you want to ask. And you also can tell me in the comments what you felt as feedback from this meditation. What have you felt from this meditation? What's your experience with it?
Okay.
Somebody is asking.
My dear friends, you can just slowly open your eyes.
Somebody is asking here, do I do fasting or not taking physical food in daily routine or after a certain period? I'm stating that you can do this every day. Start diminishing your physical food and start lightening up your diet. For example, if now you're on an omnivorous diet, eating meat-based products and plant-based products, try to, for a while, only do plant-based products as a beginning. For example, for a week or a month, try to not take any animal products at all. That would be a great start. And in the meantime, you know, try to do some parasite cleanse and some detox on your body. And I'm going to talk more about it in the Pranic Process Online, which helps you to stay in a lighter diet. Because if your body is very cluttered by toxins and parasites, you're not going to be able to stick with the light diet. So do that with your beautiful Indian plants that you're using in Ayurveda or with other methods at your choice. And in the meantime, lighten up your diet. Don't use animal products for a while or forever. Try to diminish your food intake and go more on juices and smoothies during the day. And yes, you will be able to do physical activity. Don't worry about it. Even though at the beginning through your detox period, it might be a little difficult, but you will be able to do it. Great energy, great meditation and pranic healing session. Wonderful experience. Thank you, Devi, for your feedback. So that's what you could do. Diminish your food take, go lighter from wherever you are. If you're already a vegan, go more on juices, like do 2 smoothies and 1 meal per day. Instead of 3 meals or 2 meals, do 2 smoothies and 1 meal per day. And let that meal be rich, but know that you can go lighter and do the detox in parallel. For the ones who have never done a detox, do enemas, do colon cleanse, do parasite cleanse. It's very, very important. That's something I could state about, and do it regularly. Like I do water fasting half a day or more than half a day, 3/4 of a day. And in the evening, I take juices, smoothies or soups or some solid food. That's my best rhythm. Sometimes if I feel so, I could take a lunch, a soup or a smoothie if I need to. Somebody's asking, is it okay to take milk? You know, whatever dairy products that you're using, they build a mucus in your body that doesn't let your body intake fully pranic energy. I still take some masala tea, you know, when I'm in India because I'm enjoying it so much. But literally, it's way better to be in a plant-based diet fully instead of taking milk. And if you need to take milk, take almond milk, coconut milk, or oat milk that you can actually do yourself at home in a blender. And that's also rich in calcium and everything. Somebody says, is it a need to supplement with B12 vitamin? Yes, at the beginning it's good to supplement or to take your B12 and B vitamins from, for example, sauerkraut. It has a lot of vitamin B, or kombucha or other probiotics that have a lot of vitamin B. But trust that prana has all vitamins, nutrients, and minerals. When you get into that state, you no longer need to take supplements. But at the beginning, yes, you can supplement with vitamin B and superfoods, you know, like ashwagandha and whatever I am taking, changa and some ginseng and so on. You can still do that. It amps up the vibration of your body, your stamina, and it diminishes your lethargic state. You could do that, yes. Is it similar to the GM diet? Somebody's asking. I don't know what the GM diet is, so detail.
It means gym.
What?
Gym.
Gym.
The exercise gym.
Okay, I have no idea what your gym diet is. I trust that it can vary from gym to gym and from habit to habit. So, you know, I refrain from answering that because it's not specific. It's not similar because at gym, you're recommended to take a lot of protein to build your muscles. But if you look at my colleagues, for example, one that has been in Pyramid Valley is Elito Melamin. If you look at his body, you'll see that he has a lot of muscle and no food at all. So for that, you know, the gym diet can change and muscle can be built from something else than just animal protein or even vegetable protein. It can be built out of prana. But coming back to what I've stated at first, before you detox your bodies at the physical, emotional, and mental level and start a daily spiritual practice, don't try to just stop eating for longer periods of time because you're going to have issues. You can start to do some fasting during the day, but don't prolong it without an energy practice and without the detox because it's going to be bad. Okay, so I think
he has posted the GM. Just a moment, Christiana. So he had posted GM means is the General Motors diet. So if you have any idea upon that, you can just answer them.
No, but what I've said so far, I think is very clear and specific, and there can be many variations of diets and so on and so forth. But what I'm saying is very simple. Detox your body, remove your parasites, do some colonics, do daily meditation and yoga, and go lighter. Don't eat animal products, stop using meat for whatever reason you don't need it. It's killing you actually, and that's going to light up your frequency. And naturally, you know, I've moved naturally without any struggle. I've moved into pranic state as a result of my own detox and of my own peace of mind. When I get worried or agitated, I need solid food. That's the rule of the game. So I hope that makes it clear. It only goes in alignment with your frequency. The more you raise your frequency, the more you're nourished by prana and not food. For the ones interested in going further into this, you have the link to the pranic consciousness process that we start tomorrow in the comments on the chat box, right, in Zoom. You can tune into that, yes. And of course join me if you feel called to. And I think that's about it for today, right, Shalini? If there's anything else to add or ask, yes, let me know.
Yes, yes. So my dear friends, I'm a poll, so you can the session, you have heard it, you can just post your vote. Like now Christiana has been saying about the pranic energy living, so accordingly, like how do you feel about it? So do you feel that is it easier or it is we can make a trial? So you can just poll your votes there.
Yes, that's great to have a survey on that. And you know, before anything else, let's make it simple. Of course, we want the survey, and it's great, Shalini, that you did it. But just type yes in the comments, all of you, if you think this is possible. If you think this is doable, just type yes in the comments. And yes is like a magic word that actually tunes you into that frequency and allows you to accept it. So if you think this pranic story is something to believe in, and if you think you can go lighter in your diet from wherever you are, and if you think you can have more mental balance with it, just type yes in the comments. And with that, we're completing our session. What do you think? I see some yeses. Also the ones online, let me see some yeses. If you think this is possible, if you think this leads to more global health, global harmony, less hunger in the world, more health. Wow, the survey is going great too.
So this is the results.
Yeah, great. How many people are here? I don't know. in our gathering?
Yeah, actually the total session, there are about 75 members. So after the meditation, so few people have left because it is being past 7 o'clock. And now we have about 40 members.
Yeah.
And out of which 80% people have voted, yes, they can at least try for a week.
So 80% of the people
And for 40
present.
days, yes.
That's great. We have a great team here. I'm very grateful to have and been in this gathering. I'm really, really honored to connect to Pyramid Valley and the Global Pyramid Society. I'm a board member of it, so I'm happy to be in your events all the time. And really grateful for your presence, Shalini and Chandu, for orchestrating this event, like the beautiful masters that you are. And looking forward, of course, to meet everyone in India during the Pranic Festival in March 2021, March 3rd to 8th. See you soon.
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Christina, for your valuable session today, because it is not so easy for people to accept it, but still, I feel that it is a beginning, and you have done a great sharing today with every one of us.
Well, 80% is a great acceptance rate. I thank you everyone for being so open. And if 80% of us globally would be on prana, imagine the vibration of this planet and the level of health that you would have. No virus, guys, you know, no virus. Like, it's the end of all viruses with this diet, you know. So let's do that. Yeah, well, let's try that. Let's try to go lighter. Until then, I'm sending you big hugs, much love. Stay tuned to my Facebook page, Cristiana Eltrayan. It's going to be a next meditation around in a few hours from now. It's at 10:30 your time in India and 8 p.m. in Romania. So new global harmony meditation coming up soon. Big hugs to all. See you soon.